This is a HeadGum podcast.
This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon, y'all. We've talked to you about it, and I have been feeling like a child again. It's very fun. I've been getting up. Now that I got a kid, I get up when I can. Of course, I get up a little earlier, and if I can get her down, I will make myself a bowl of cereal and straight up watch cartoons. I'm getting so excited to have somebody to watch cartoons with. Not like you need a child to do it with, but it helps. And now I can have my morning cereal to go with it. Because obviously when you're grown up, you think it's healthy. You think cereal is great for you because that's what you are led to believe. It is not. It is not good for you. It's so high in sugar, carbs. It's unhealthy. And that's exactly where Magic Spoon comes in. They make a good, healthy cereal. And you still feel like a kid. There's 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. There's only 140 calories a serving as well. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, GMO-free. And you can build your own box or get a variety pack with available flavors all the way from cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon, which subsequently was the name of the starting 6 on my basketball team in middle school. I'm kidding. We only had 5 players. Give it a shot. Go to magicspoon.com/allfantasy to grab your delicious cereal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code ALLFANTASY at checkout to save $5 off your order. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. What? So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/allfantasy and use the code ALLFANTASY to save $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode.
This is All Fantasy Everything, the podcast where we fantasy draft anything and everything from the world of pop culture. Today, we're drafting things we want to do this summer, because goddammit, it's this summer. Our guest today is comedian and enemy of the podcast, Mike Malloy. Mike is the host of Faded Comedy, a stand-up show returning in person to Los Angeles on July 9th. He also hosts the Faded Happy Hour every Wednesday at fadedcomedy.com. I'm your host, Ian Carmel, and with me, as always, are my friends and comedians, Sean Jordan and David Borey. Let's get into it. Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Yeah, dude.
The podcast that showed up half an hour late like a real schmuck and is sorry for it.
Look at this. You see this freeway?
Damn, dude.
Come out here.
Freeway got the hood on blast.
25 LBs.
I saved it to show you till we were on wax recording, so I wanted you to see.
I'm going to apologize on wax again for being late. I was sitting on my couch in a tank top eating microwaved cauliflower with mustard in it, watching Lupin, just like, man, a day with nothing in it, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
boy.
to me, I was like, look at this. This is a little break. I'm gonna go hang out with my homies for a minute. Little
Yeah.
break. Yeah, I'm gonna,
She
Well,
just
you got
starts
that-
crying.
When are we going to have Maxine on the podcast, man? When are we going to when she's going to fantasy draft?
She's fantasy drafting, crying right now. I can hear it. Whatever, not
Mhm.
my problem. I ain't scared.
No,
I think you are shook.
I think you
Yeah.
are shook.
I'm shook. I'm definitely. I don't know what's going on. I was telling these guys, I
don't know
went
what's
for a
going
walk
on.
this morning, and it felt like I had just been at an all-nighter, and I was doing that walk where you're like, holy buckets, that was a long night.
That bleary one?
Yeah, and I was like, it felt like it was a weird time of day that doesn't exist. But I was like, what time is it?
Oh, I know what you mean. Like that like 6:15, but it's nighttime still time.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, and I'm just walking around like, what are you doing? Just get a.
I mean, Sean, it's like they say, dude. Welcome to Jamrock.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there.
Like
Damon
my man
Marley.
Chuck Norris, dude.
Is it
Yeah.
Damon or Damien?
Damien.
Damien. All right.
Is Damien Jr. gone?
Yeah, because Bob Marley was Tough Kong.
Yeah. Feel free to weigh in at any point, Mike, with your beginning stages of dreadlocks.
I have no idea what any of you guys are talking about. I'll
Oh,
be honest.
bullshit, you don't.
You don't remember the song "Welcome to Jamrock"?
Them suit
I
no
have no
fit
idea.
me.
I didn't listen to reggae or I don't know.
Listen,
you're listening to Ray J.
Let me just give it with the extra magazine in them back pocket. You remember that, right?
I truly don't.
Out on the streets, they call it murder.
I mean, I've heard
Welcome
that
to
book
Jam
on
Rock.
like rappers' songs, but I don't. It's not ringing a
Listen.
bell.
Some said I'm a playboy rabbit. Get dropped like a bad habit. Come on,
Ooh,
you remember
It's
that.
good, man.
I really
You
don't.
sound good doing that song, David.
I know the words to that song.
Yeah.
I also know the words to Informer.
Oh yeah,
So do
that's that. I mean that one I
I'm
know.
talking to.
Sir Daddy Me Snow?
You know, Sir Daddy Me Snow, me y'all gonna blame. A licky boom boom down. Detective man said Sir Daddy Me Snow stabbed someone down the lane. A
Which
licky
he
boom boom
did. He
down.
went to jail for that.
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Uh.
Now I've in talks, David, but it seems like we will have the Nike and Adidas song ready to debut at High Plains for the crowd and for you and Marissa.
Boy.
You don't get to hear it until then.
Well, that's in September.
I wish you were gumming cocaine right there.
That would
It
be
looked like
insane.
Well-
No, that would what?
I'm sitting on the couch doing nothing except drugs, dude.
I'm on hiatus, all right?
Yeah, no, this is my Tuesday gram.
What I do in my hiatus, I get to fucking. That's up to me, all right?
Oh, there's that
yeah, man.
face.
There he goes. There he goes. 5 o'clock Carmel.
Man, dude, it's fucking it's 11 p.m. in the bathroom at the Roost somewhere.
I wish, Blort.
I'd like to call cocaine rush hour. Has anyone ever called it some of that rush hour?
That's
that
pretty
sounds
good.
like fun. Is that all right?
I like that.
Yeah,
I'm never
I
gonna
like
do
that.
that rush hour again, but yeah, let's get that started. If you're out there doing blow, call it that rush hour.
I like that. Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
a guy who called it Rowdy Powder.
Oh, I like that too.
He was a mess.
Richard Marx in that can't do nothing song. You know it don't mean nothing. Dun, 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 dun.
Nah,
He
that's a
calls
little
it-
bit deeper in the Richard Marx
I
catalog than I've.
didn't know there was another Richard Marx hit.
No.
Stop
What?
it. Stop it. I'm
Nobody
too tired.
knew that. Nobody
Too
knew
tired
that.
to go into the catalog.
If Malloy doesn't know it, then nobody knows it.
No
but
one
you.
ever knew it.
But between
calls it,
reggae, cocaine, and Richard Marx, you guys are just hitting like a turkey of shit I know nothing about.
There's a bottle of Jaeger right over your shoulder. There's a half-empty bottle of Jaeger.
There's a lot of bottles right over his
Yeah.
shoulder.
Anyway, he calls it California Snow, which is a funny name for cocaine.
That's a fun one too. Mike, I was the other day in this basketball chat that we're in. Somebody posted a music festival that had bands like Modest Mouse and I forget the other band, the Strokes. I
Those
think
were
were
one
on
of the
it.
four
Interpol.
bands that I knew.
What do you listen to? Do you just listen to the MLB The Show soundtrack? Like, what is
Yeah.
I sincerely.
I know.
Sometimes it
Like,
seems like
I
Are you
don't.
familiar with the Madden rap?
Yeah. No, I really just I don't play music a whole lot. Music
Yeah.
is just something that somebody else is supposed to be in charge of. I like music, but I'm not in charge of it. Like, there's a ton of songs that I like and don't know the name of. I know who
yeah.
sings them. I don't know the name of them. I just am not one of those people when it comes to music.
You're just like not a music person.
I'm not. It
You
just
exist.
like I didn't go to a concert until I was like 22, and even that was just because like we got free tickets to Iron Maiden, and I was just like,
Yeah.
all right, well, let's go see this fucking freak show.
That's for sure the right one.
Yeah,
Weren't you born at a Dropkick Murphys concert? You don't
Yeah.
really count that.
dog. No, did I ever? I imagine I told you that story. This girl I was
Tell me
dating
again, whatever it is,
bought
'cause
me,
I-
bought me Dropkick Murphys tickets for my birthday, and I was just like, I do not like them.
Were they in the shape of shamrocks? I can't imagine
I
what
don't.
a Dropkick
We
Murphys.
broke up before it ever happened. Luckily,
That's the
but
first time a white guy's been racially profiled.
I was so upset. I was just like, "Why did you think we had been dating for like 9 months? Why? What gave you what?"
That's long enough for it to have come up.
Yeah.
Well, she probably didn't see you listen to anything, so she just assumed
Then
maybe it's
why
the
buy me
Dropkick
tickets to a
Murphys.
concert?
Were ringtones around? Was this a ringtone time?
Yeah, what was your ringtone?
Was it Dropkick Murphys?
I
bet-
yeah, definitely not. I'm
I
never.
bet you it was just Bruce Buffer. Let's get ready to text message.
No.
What were you going to say, Ian? I cut you off. We were talking about High Plains, and you said you took a breath like you were going to say something.
Oh boy.
I figured it was coming.
There will actually we're going to be at High Plains, but there will also be some shows before High Plains.
Okay, little teaser.
We've talked about that. These are happening in You guys were aware of it.
Oh yeah.
High
I
Plains
just
is
did.
in September, right? We can
Yep.
We haven't said the dates on here though, right?
we can
Yeah, we
tease it now.
Okay.
What time is this coming out?
This is coming out July 1st.
Oh, well, they will have already probably sold out then.
Oh
That's fun.
shit.
You better hope they haven't, because on June 29th, on the All Fantasy Everything Patreon only, tickets to the first live AFEs post-quarantine will be going on sale. We are going to be at Mississippi Studios in Portland, Oregon on July or August.
August 12th.
12th. 14th?
No, 12th is the stand-up show. The 14th,
Oh,
We got our dates.
we got a date. They're happening. We'll be in Portland the 14th of fucking August. Anyway, they will have been on sale exclusively to the Patreon at this point, and I imagine they will have sold out by now, which is all the more reason to make sure you're a member of the All Fantasy Everything Patreon, where not only do you get exclusive mailbag episodes, not only do you get membership to the Shislackity, not only are you going to do you get access to things that are dank that I'm stoked on.
We also have video pre-rolls, so all the fun chat we have before we start recording. And yeah, you could see us on video on the Patreon.
Yes,
our playlists.
musical playlists, all that and more, the full All Fantasy Everything experience. You also get exclusive access to our live show tickets before they go on sale, and they almost always sell out. So make sure you cop that. And yeah, we're excited to see you in Portland and then also in Denver at High Plains.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, boy.
I'm extremely stoked about it. That's what's dank that I'm stoked on right there.
Backwards hat, rocking a baseball bat. Sean Jordan, Sean S. Jordan on Twitter, Sean Cougar Melon Jordan on Instagram.
The
Yeah, bro.
Coug.
Yeah, bruh. This kid's got me back down to my fighting weight. I'll tell you that. I'm about 187, which is my exact goal weight. That's where I need to be.
And you crept up?
I was pushing 2 bills again. Yeah.
2 bills.
Yeah, I was getting a little
we were
comfy.
we were within 20 pounds of one
Are
another.
you guys going to fight or what?
Yeah, it's coming.
I feel like there's a lot of beating around the bush.
He's ducking me, dude.
Well, me, you, and Laura, potentially we're all
I don't want to see
in
that
kind
fight.
of the same weight class, which is pretty fun.
I don't know how much like Laura wants you blasting
Yeah.
putting that on
Yeah, I
blast.
feel like that's what are you doing?
Feels like a misstep.
She was
Feels
pregnant.
like
man.
a-
What do you?
What are you
pregnant. What do you mean?
Stop doing that.
Maxine weighs 30 pounds. What are you,
You
talking
should
about?
stop
It's fine.
this now.
Shit!
Yo.
Don't give me any bad information.
What are you-
Don't tell me I'm doing anything wrong. I'm teetering.
These might be the decisions of a man with no sleep. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying. These
I'm-
might be the decisions of a man with no sleep.
I'm saying no matter what the situation, I doubt your wife wants her weight on the podcast at any
No,
point.
I know. I was just saying we could have boxed. Is what I said.
I could have. You're saying you could have fought your pregnant wife. You really have been up for a long time with that.
Been a while.
baby.
I'm loopy, bud. But it's a blessing. I love it.
Look, what you meant to say, and I believe what Sean meant to say was me, Sean, and Laura were all within 100 pounds of one another
Yes,
at one point.
yes, that
Which is crazy. That
what I
alone is
meant to say.
crazy. That
Yeah.
alone is crazy.
I'm sorry that Ian's a little more eloquent with the words than I am right now, but yes, that's what I was shooting for. I
You
didn't mean
got
to
like
say
10 hours of sleep last night. I'm all good, man.
we all could have fought MMA together.
Or we could have fought early MMA, Tank Abbott era MMA
Oh
together.
yeah, when it was just like fat dudes from bars.
Yeah.
Dog, they used to let you like groin punch.
You could do whatever.
That's insane. They used to just let you punch people in the dick.
Dude, my
Like,
dad would sit. Now listen to this. Drunk.
Yep.
Okay. On the couch, and he would talk about how he could take Tank Abbott or Dan Severn or whoever. He'd be like, "I could have had him back in my day," and I'm like, "Boy, I doubt it, Dad." But you
Tank
know,
Abbott? Your dad thought he could beat up Tank Abbott?
yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
was 6'6", 350, and he fought a lot, but he wasn't.
He's a big dude, but you know what? Like the one difference is your dad went by Pat Jordan. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Pat Jordan.
He didn't go
and
by
he,
Tank.
and he went by Pat Jordan. He didn't go by Tank Jordan.
We're saving that for the second kid. I wanted to try one with Mac, like a regal, kind of powerful name, but then it's just going to be Tank after that.
You're naming him after the R&B singer Tank, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Do you have anything coming up you want to point people towards, Sean?
Cameos. Get a cameo from me. Put some food
Hell
in
yeah.
Maxine's mouth. And join the Patreon. You guys are seriously, it's saving me. I'm just all this stuff with having a kid. You just think about everything in their future, and it's like that's it. So thank you.
All of
everybody.
a sudden, Sean has something to pay for that isn't a Crunchwrap Supreme, and he gets real serious about those punts.
Seriously, it's the second she came out, I was checking my bank like, this ain't college money, but it'll be all right.
It's going to be all good, dude. By then, society will have collapsed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Money ain't
Yeah.
gonna be real. I'll just be looking for canned goods.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Maxine will be leading a roving band of whatever that generation is.
What's the term for dorks that Gen Z is calling us?
Chuggy.
Chuggy.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, it's
is
chuggy.
saying this is what I was gonna ask. Is saying hella? Is that chuggy?
It's chuggy as hell.
Yeah, I guess so. I heard the other day someone told me that lasagna is chuggy, and at that point, I'm like, I'm opting out of this.
That's so
Lasagna
dumb.
in practice
Lasagna's
or
whack.
in practice or in theory?
I think I have to assume in theory. How can a food in practice be chuggy? I mean, like a food. Pork belly, I could see being chuggy because it was like trendy for people our age.
Lasagna is
But how?
dang.
There was never a lasagna phase that like where it was like millennials love lasagna.
Quite the opposite. We were raised
Yeah.
on SpaghettiOs.
What's
Right.
a chuggy? So far we've hit 5 for 5 of things that I have no fucking idea of. Between cocaine, what was it, reggae.
Oh, you don't know anything about cocaine?
I've never done cocaine. I've never have.
Yeah, he's not a cocaine
No,
guy.
you really
Not a
hasn't.
cocainesman.
Yeah.
High Plains,
What?
and now this.
Sean,
You guys are really hitting the fucking what's what of where I'm fucking not.
We got to get Mike to High Plains.
We gotta
if-
Well,
Yeah.
fucking
Karen
tell
or anyone's listening
yell it
right
from
now.
the fucking mountains and see who fucking hears it.
we got to get Mike some cocaine and a Whalers album.
Yeah.
Stat, bro. We got to get him. We got to put him on.
I've been offered cocaine. I want to make it clear.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very
we all-
cool.
We all see
you
that.
have good friends.
We all see that headband. We know you've been offered cocaine.
Yeah. I look like a cocaine guy, and I know it surprises people that I don't like things in my nose.
Yeah, you look like the undercover cop asking about the cocaine guy.
Yeah.
Not me.
What's up, homies? You got some blow? I want some.
Ain't
Trying to
me.
get some blocaine.
I don't think actual undercover cops wear that headband, but like in a movie, an undercover, like the third undercover cop would have that headband on.
No,
Yeah.
it would be a fucking like Islanders hat.
Yeah.
Dog, cops love the fucking Islanders.
I've been
love
saying
that,
that for
man.
years.
They love a sports team hat that no one else would ever wear.
They fucking love it.
Oh, God. David Borey is here. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. The Gia Silent on Twitter. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm so good. I'm so happy that the weather is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm sitting under my Matisse.
Yes.
You know, I'm good. I got some dates. I'm out here, baby.
People can find those on davidborey.com.
No. Just listen to me. Listen to our
There it
podcast. Because they're coming in hot and heavy. But the closest one, first of all, come to Faded.
Oh, yes.
Come to Faded. It's the
It will
next
be
one
done
will
by the time
be
this is out.
July 22nd, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. FadedComedyDenver.com. Yeah, check that out. But also, August 26th through 29th, I am going to be at Rooster T. Feathers
Oh.
in Sunnyvale, California.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be gone the week that I'm there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
And then,
I was gonna say,
also-
can I stay at your house then?
yeah, I mean, you can still stay at my house. Also,
I was gonna
my-
stay at Cronin's, but if I can have a place to myself, that'd be tight.
yeah, I mean, you can. I can't promise the state my sheets will be in.
Yes, sir.
I'll change them.
Get it.
He's the one who put the satin in your panties.
Also, I'm going to be, my helium date changed. It's now November 14th. I'm sorry. It got pushed back because I'm also going to be going to Seattle afterwards or something like that.
Is it inside?
It is inside
Okay.
because it's
all
in
right, cool.
November. And then
Tight.
one last date, September 10th and 11th, I will be at the House of Bards in Tucson, Arizona.
The House of Bards?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Nice.
You know, like it's only they've only ever had
Is
one.
that like right next to the House of Blues and they just
They've
It's called
only
the
ever
House of Cards, but David's a blood, so
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They've only ever had one other stand up, and it's Brian Callen. So
Oh, all right.
you know,
Okay.
If you came to him, don't come to me, vice versa.
Yeah.
Birds of a
Yes.
feather, as they say.
There it is. He's
Yeah.
on it. He's on it, my
Yeah.
A
man.
Venn diagram that is two just non-intersecting circles,
We never touch. He never touch. We never
Yeah.
touch.
which is like better than can be said about most people in Brian Callen's proximity.
Oh!
Bong!
Ooh, the kid. The
Putting
kid.
him on blast, hanging him out to dry.
Other than that, I'm good. That's it. That's all I got.
That man with the laser accuracy. That man with the laser accuracy. That man with the laser is Mike Malloy at fake Mike Malloy on Twitter.
No,
At
dead.
No, off
no,
Twitter.
it's dead. At handsome adult on Twitter.
But no, also dead. I'm
No,
fucking
he's
out.
not on it.
Dog, I'm
Yeah.
suspended. Like
You're not allowed on
super
the internet.
suspended.
Wow,
It's bullshit. If anybody out there works at Twitter, get at me. I'm fucking sneaking on the Faded Comedy LA one, so holler at your boy. I'm on the
Yeah.
gram more now.
We're gonna need to put like a disclaimer. This Twitter does not reflect the views of all of Faded Comedy LA.
I've barely been
Yeah.
using it. I only use it to promote the show now. I don't want to be there anymore. I truly fucking don't.
Oh, dude, you should.
Yeah, I
read
don't want to
this-
hang out at the party after they kick me out either.
Yeah,
You should scroll through Twitter, man. It's pretty dope,
No,
actually. Like, just
that's-
scroll through
that
it.
is
and-
we
not
like it
true.
now. We're back on board actually.
That's
All
not
three of us,
true.
yeah.
Dickheads.
Since you've been gone, man, it's just like full of happy dank shit, man.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
it's
I'm
a
sure.
good place.
I'm sure I was the
I'm doing
problem.
some pretty thoughtful book reviews I've been posting on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's been just some thoughts about like the free agency market and the NBA coming up, and just pictures of cool birds and stuff. Sean's been posting just some of his favorite.
Well, for example, I tweeted, "How the fuck do people have twins?" But the fuck was all caps, as
Yeah.
to get my point across that having one is hard enough, but two would, oh my gosh, you know?
He's
So,
using
comedy
he's
gold.
using the language. He's using every part of the buffalo on there.
Yeah. I'm not being very chuggy on there whatsoever.
No, it's
I
not
still
shooting.
don't know what a chuggy is. Is that
You
like
know what a
that was like
chuggy
that
is.
book rental site?
Go look in the mirror, dork.
The textbook rentals?
You're chuggy, dude.
Okay, never mind.
Hold on, I'm going to Sean's Twitter, and I'm going to tell you some of the other cool things you're missing out on.
I really don't know what a chuggy is.
Oh man.
He tweeted,
I'm gonna look it up. How do you spell it?
hit me with some links to get my newborn a bucket hat. That was one of Sean's tweets.
That's a pretty good one.
I want them. There's a Patagonia bucket hat that Laura talked me out of because it was $30.
The woman who says quinoa, the progressive commercial I keep seeing on Hulu, is the most perfectly cast person in the history of casting.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
That girl, she goes, Keanu. It's like, it's about this progressive person trying to teach old people how to not seem like old people. And he's got
Oh,
quinoa
yeah,
written on a
yeah.
chalkboard. And they're like, it's just grown-ups trying to say it. And she goes, Keanu. And I laugh every single time. It's hilarious. She's perfect.
I'm just telling you, Mike, there's some good stuff on Twitter, dude.
Yeah, man, you're missing out.
Mike, you've got something to promote. The only stand-up comedy show around is back.
Yeah, Faded Comedy, LA. We're back July 9th. So come through. We've got a fucking solid lineup for that. We're doing half capacity to start out just to get our feet under us, keep everybody safe. You have to have proof of vaccination, so don't fucking bother not. And all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have tickets available. They'll probably already be out by the time this drops, but this Friday. So
But it'll also be every subsequent Friday, right?
every Friday, yeah. So come through. The party's back, baby.
Hell yeah. And the Faded happy hour. Tell the people
yeah.
about that as well.
Yeah, every Wednesday, me and the young boy, Danny, the young lion, we get together and we make some drinks with a special guest. Next, we're taking this Wednesday off, but next week we got a friend of the program, Jason Concepcion, stopping by the old bar. So, yeah.
Sepsio.
So tune into that, you fucking idiots.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you filthy animals.
Anything else you want to promote or talk about while you have this while you're on the soapbox there?
No, just that. MikeMalloy.com. I'm
Yep.
coming to your town.
Oh, yeah. Chugi Fest. You want to talk about Chugi Fest? Go to MikeMalloy.com.
He's got to put
No,
this
I got
website
all
now.
the dates of shows I'm doing this summer, but I fucking can't remember any of them. So look
If
there.
people are on Twitter, where can they find your dates?
On MikeMalloy.com.
Get
They can
him.
go to
Get him. They can get off of Twitter.
get off Twitter, go to a different website.
Or
Open
your
the browser.
Instagram, which is also fake Mike Malloy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I still have.
I am Ian Carmel, at Ian Carmel on Twitter, at Ian Carmel on Instagram, at Ian Carmel on Jewish Gmail app. Jmail.
Yeah.
Jewish Jmail app. Where we just get
Jmail.
it's mostly Kugel recipes and rye bread stores. Just the things of that nature. Just Jewish things. We joined a synagogue.
Nice,
Dude, you okay?
What's it? What's
Let me.
it called?
I was about
Icar.
what?
right in the back of my
No,
throat.
that's
I was about
iCarly.
to say, have you gotten any more Jewish since the house is like fully Jewish now? I was
Yeah.
just like, it was just gonna. That's crazy that I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
Are you going every Saturday?
We haven't been yet because they haven't opened it up to they haven't opened it up to in person like temple sessions,
Mhm.
like in person services. That's the word. Temple sessions is when I just fucking stare in the mirror, dude,
Is he? Open your mind's
with my
eye,
finger
bro.
on the temple.
Is it in the Dale?
It's not in the Dale. Believe it or not,
Okay.
Glendale does not have a thriving synagogue.
I'll believe it.
Yeah.
It's wild. I'll believe it. I lived there for a while.
So Dana joined it, even though they aren't doing in person services yet. There she is. Oh,
Oh, E-Bone.
Oh.
E-Bone and D-Bone.
Oh, look at it.
my extremely Jewish kitten Eddie has joined the podcast.
Yeah. Does Eddie
Hey.
go to the synagogue?
Say something, Eddie. Nothing. You
He
coward.
kind of was making noise.
It's a she, and I know
Oh,
that's confusing
yeah.
because we named her Eddie.
And Beetlejuice is a boy, though, right?
Beetlejuice is the boy. Big boy.
Wait, I heard a noise. Was that the cat, or was that someone making an impression of a cat?
That was me.
Oh,
I'm
that was
pretty
you?
good at it.
Oh, I thought that was
Yes.
Eddie.
Eddie, say
I'm
something.
saying.
Eddie, you have a platform. What's happening concerning 2-month-old cats in the world? Nothing. All right.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah. Wow.
Eddie.
The cat is supporting the IDS. I can't believe it.
We never landed on the moon.
Oh my God, Eddie, we landed on the moon. That's crazy. What would we have to gain by faking it? Now, maybe we faked the footage, but I still think we landed on the moon.
That makes sense.
Fuck you.
Whoa, Eddie, I feed you.
Fuck you.
All right, that's it. You're high on cocaine, aren't you?
I've never tried that before. I like it.
Talking like a
Doing a cat
cat.
impression?
I can't do it around our cat. I've tried it, but I can't do it around our cats because they think they get pissed. So I've never tried to say anything while I do it.
Do you think they get pissed because it's like speciesist?
I think
Maybe,
it's when
'cause
you
I'm not
talk
a
to a
cat.
French guy and you're like, wee wee wee.
Yeah.
Clip. Do you like a clip?
This is-
baby, baby,
Are you saying crepe?
Yeah.
Oh, clap.
Would you like a clip?
Where's Mike going? Mike's just getting up from the mic, wandering around. Mike runs his
I'm right here.
Mike podcast like it's a morning zoo radio show.
I was pouring myself a goddamn soda water. I'm sorry.
Marissa tried so politely too. Marissa goes, "Are you going to sit down?" And he goes, "I'll probably stand."
I just had it set up how I normally have the happy hour set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, hey.
Now, today we are gathered here not only to criticize Mike's podcasting technique.
You were a half hour late, by the way. Let's get into this.
Who was a half hour late? History
You.
won't remember me as a half hour late. They'll remember you as someone who stood up while you did a podcast like a lunatic.
Oh, these listeners are going to talk about. They're going to remember how I stood up.
They get a
History.
they get a
I will
thumbnail.
say, Mike, your audio quality will be vastly different than everyone else's, so they will be able to tell. Not to put you on
Yes.
blast, but I'm just saying.
I mean, you can hear. It's fine. I'm not
he
standing
did-
up.
So he grabs the mic.
I was sitting on the couch praying the rosary that you would fix your audio. So I took a half an hour to do that, and I came here, and lo and behold, God has forgotten us here on All Fantasy Everything. It's not fixed.
I'm glad we're friends, Mike. I love you to pieces. You're beautiful. You're always there for me. You're a great friend. You always have been. And if you want to fuck around and not take this seriously and treat the mic like it's
He's the
You
enemy of the
fucking
podcast for a reason.
That's right.
I fucking hate you.
Mar-
I can't wait to turn that baby against you.
Marissa's hand. You forced Marissa's
I
hand.
can't wait to turn that baby against you. I'm going to make sure that baby disrespects you. Every chance I'm around, I'm going to belittle you. I'm going to be passive aggressive in front of the baby to you. I'm just going to I'm going to say some shit to you and then look at the baby and be roll my eyes and be like, this fucking dickhead.
You're gonna start feeding her all your chuggy propaganda, and she's not happy. She's already grounded
Dog,
for talking
I don't
to a
even
voice.
know.
So
Is that a website that you order dog toys from? What is that?
you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher, Chugi. Stop.
I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah, we're cool.
I'm going to beat you up in front of the baby.
I'm going to introduce the baby to cola.
Mike, I don't know if you saw this, but that says 25 pounds. Not possible to beat me up anymore, bro.
He's shadow boxing with it in there.
I got Laura helping me hold it up. She just off camera.
She's on a pulley system.
I brought it in from the garage. Here you go. Here's some whack dad shit. So I asked her, I was like, is it cool if I bring one of the free weights downstairs from the garage? She was like, of course it is. I was like, all right, cool. I bet I'd just look so sad carrying it from the garage to the basement. Like, I'll work out more if it's in the house.
How come you only brought the one?
I only use one at a time.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
out there
okay.
doing the peck thing. That's I'm a few more months, I think.
You could do that.
I
I'm
can't.
coming over when I'm up there, and I'm going to put you through it.
Of course you're coming over when
Yeah.
you're up here. We're not going to work out, but you're coming over when
We're
you're
working
over here.
out.
He's going to put you in the
All right.
rack.
I'm going to put you in the fucking torture rack, dude. I'm
Dude,
going to
there's
unleash
hoops.
hell.
There's hoops all up and down the block. Whenever I see a kid shooting hoops, I always say Shack Pack with Shake 'em Up fries.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah, I
one.
bet that-
Not a one is
I
laughed.
bet that goes over well.
That's some chuggy shit
They
right
love
there.
KD, dog. They don't. They
Yeah,
know what
dude.
you're talking about.
They're like Trey Young, bro.
Yeah,
There's not a Trey Young pack with Shake 'em Up fries.
they like
so sue
Michael
me.
Porter Jr. and all those other
Yeah.
guys who look like somehow they're disappearing.
Yeah.
Like
We're
right,
gathered in. Yeah, they kind of do.
like
Mhm.
like
Like that Black
the
Eyed Peas
pencil
guy.
gets lighter and lighter at the top, like the Back to the Future picture. Like they look like they're almost done. Hell of a ball player.
Hell of a ball player, but he's only got 2 hours unless unless they go to the malt shop and make sure his parents meet.
Mhm.
He almost fucked his mom.
We're drafting things to do this summer. Mike Malloy, this was your idea. What spurred this idea?
It's been a while since we've done stuff, and there's specific
Yeah.
things that I want to do this summer after a year and a half of not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is your cousin, Marvin Porter Jr. All right, I'm done. Had to squeeze it in.
He's a Porter, like his last name is Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, as I was sitting on the couch
Uh-huh.
eating my microwaved cauliflower with Dijon mustard, I
No list.
hadn't put the list together. So I'm going to be going off the dome. Luckily, this is one you can go off the dome. This isn't like
I want to go off the dome sometime. I want to have a freestyle draft where I don't know, just we get immediate we
Like
get it
the
the
old, like
second
the
we
old
start.
days.
No, we never really did it off the dome.
No,
did we?
I guess I pretty much always have a list. My list
Yeah.
is sometimes pretty short though. Sometimes I'll come in and my list is like 7, 8 things.
My veggie list was less than 5. It was like 3 when I came
How
in.
could you have thought that was going to work out?
no surprises
It-
there.
It worked. Total classic, dude. Total banger.
Wall-to-wall bangers. Bangers and mash. The way we determine the order of the draft is through a rollicking game of rock, paper, scissors played between the three of you, and we throw on shoot.
Oh, Mike's got a
I'm
10.
going to count to 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot!
What do you got, Mike?
I
Is
got
it scissors? What are you doing? Scissors?
Scissors.
David wins.
Oh, David Bory wins. He threw a paper against
I
2
thought John
scissors.
threw a paper too.
No. He threw
No.
the scissors. He's
That
cutting
was
that
too
umbilical
close.
cord
I
again.
always throw poop cutter, man. Poop cutter all day.
You're a father.
Yeah, man. I know. and I got a few games I'll be teaching young Maxine. And Poop Smasher, Poop Cutter, Poop Cover is
You got to
the first
get her.
one.
You got to get a shorter. Are you going to get her a nickname?
Max.
Is that where we come in? I got
Blueberry.
it. Don't worry about it.
A 6.
How much, percentage-wise, how much more poop do you think you have on your hands in a given day than you did before?
Dude, I almost fell to the ground. I opened her diaper and I I was wiping, and it was like I popped the top on like a rubber cement or something, because she just started pooping after I did that. And
Yeah.
my knees buckled. I was laughing so hard, and I was like, she's pooping right now. She's doing it. She's doing it. And I'm just holding up her leg, watching her poop. And Laura's on the couch like, man, you're the dad, huh?
That's like when you go to the grocery store and they're restocking the milk while you're buying milk.
Just like, there's hands in the back of the milk. They're
Whoa,
right
there's
there.
people back there. Holy shit.
Whoever's pushing her craps out, pushing it right now. I can see it. A lot more poop on my hands. More than ever. for
More than
sure.
ever. More poop than ever.
Yeah.
An amount of poop not seen in almost 40 years. David Borey, as the winner, it is incumbent upon you to determine the order of today's draft. Before you do that, we'll remind you it is a serpentine draft.
And what is that?
Great question.
Well, let's say Mike is sitting on the couch
Mm-hmm.
and Liz comes in and she goes, Mike, did you forget that we had a graduation to attend? And he goes, oh, crap, I did forget. So he runs to his wall of Air Maxes
Mm-hmm.
and he starts at the top left and he kind of goes left to right and then
Mhm.
down right to left until he lands on his perfect pair of graduation Air Maxes.
Yeah.
And then towards the bottom, they're pink and they're like pink. They're really dope. They're like pink and turquoise.
Yeah.
And then he grabs them and Liz is like, oh, I forgot. It's a wedding. And he goes, oh, well, shit. Now I have to start all over and get my perfect pair of wedding Air Maxes.
Uh-huh.
So he goes all the way to top again. He starts at top left and he goes all the way to the right and down a little bit and then all the way to the left and down a little bit. And he finds these in the middle. And then she stops.
Keep
She
painting
goes,
the picture. What do these ones look like?
these ones have fish on them.
Whoa.
Yeah, their specialty. They got fish, and they have like a bigger air pocket than most, and it
Oh.
just says, it says Max on them. And I like to think they're all dedicated to my daughter. Every
Wow.
pair of Air Maxes that he has is dedicated to my daughter. And then he grabs them, and then she goes, "I'm sorry, Mike, I was wrong. For sure, now I know that it is a bat mitzvah that we will be attending." And then so this time though, he starts at the bottom, and I like to think that's a little bit of disrespect towards Ian. But he starts at the bottom and he goes bottom right to left.
Right.
And then he finds these ones. And of course, they got a Crip Star on them and he wears them. And
Right.
then they go enjoy. So it's like that.
Okay.
You want to keep it going? One more?
No, that
One
was
more?
a pretty good one. I was pretty excited about that one.
Are you happy with that one?
Yeah. They've been lacking in the last few episodes. I'll give you that. But that was a good one.
You really painted a picture there. I think it's great. But basically, in case there's anyone out there, and I doubt it, who doesn't know what that means, if you pick fourth in the first round, you pick first in the second round. Now, David, with that in mind, what will the order of today's draft be?
David, Mike, Sean, Ian.
David, Mike, Sean,
I
Ian.
was gonna say you knew Ian hadn't prepared, and you're not gonna throw him off guard with the first pick.
I want to get mine.
Hot corner. And thank you, David. I appreciate it.
It was really more about me.
No. Your altruism will not soon be forgotten. Not here, not at my synagogue.
I'm in it for
It helps that
me.
David also has olive green on, but is this working for me? This
Yeah.
olive green shirt that I got on?
Is-
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you also wearing a Shaka Khan sweatshirt?
I'm wearing an anti-hero sweatshirt.
Okay.
So in a way, yes.
Similar.
Yeah. I'm going to get an Aaliyah shirt from Cross Colors, though. I've decided, I've landed on my Cross Colors gear that I'm going to get an Aaliyah shirt with a blue Cross Colors hat. High Plains fit.
You're going to be at High Plains wearing a shirt with the R&B singer, the dearly departed R&B singer Aaliyah on it with a cross colors hat?
I sure am. That's going to be day 1. We don't know what day 2 and 3 are going to be.
Well, you guys send me a picture.
That is
Yeah.
a lot different than what my fit is going to be.
See?
I did just buy some
we're-
Air Maxes.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to do chuggy shit like that, so I'm out here.
Strike one, bro.
I'm wearing overalls with one of the overalls undone.
That's what's hitting, though. People are doing that again.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
everyone's dressing like Eddie Winslow again.
Yeah,
and it's
I-
wild.
I just saw Jack, and I was like, all right, well, I guess this is what's cool now.
I can't.
Yeah. Last
Jack's
time I
cool.
saw Jack, he looked like a plumber in fucking Halloween Town.
Yeah, it was it was crazy. I was like, you could just do
He's
this?
cool, though. He's so cool, Jack
He's
is.
cool.
And so it's, yeah. I remember asking.
He's right.
Oh,
I
he's
was asking Ian
absolutely
one
right.
time.
He was just wearing it was a black overalls with an orange undershirt.
Like he's volunteering at a pumpkin patch.
Yeah, it was wild. Freddie Gibbs was there. There was a lot going on.
Awesome.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Well, listen, for God's sake, David, you have the first pick and the things to do this summer. All Fantasy Everything Draft, and we'll get to that pick right after this short break.
This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Hawthorne. This summer, more than any other, it's been easier to drop our personal care routines, especially with the last year. You fall in to a different routine, which was not having one. That's what I did. That's why you want to get your personalized grooming kit from Hawthorne. It's easy to stay on track. They make it fun. But Hawthorne, what it is, it's a premium grooming brand that tailors to your personal care routine, and they make a unique profile for you. So you go on, you take your quiz, they ask you questions about your skin, about your hair, about what you do, about how active you are, about kind of what you generally smell like. They ask if you stink, if you don't stink, da-da-da. And it's extremely helpful. You go through, you be honest with them, answer all the questions, and then in the end, you get an essentials bundle with all the products tailored to your body type and lifestyle. My two favorite things, my deodorant and the body wash, are game changers. They're so fun. It makes taking a shower fun. I've said it before, but it looks cool. They're just like matte, solid packaging. So it's just like all one color. There's no bells and whistles on it. It makes me feel like I'm in a rich person's shower. I love it so much. So get the essentials bundle. Go take the quiz. Hawthorne, they take the risk out of all the shopping. You don't have to make any decisions. They just help you. They guide you, which is what I need. I need a guide for my skincare. And with their subscription options personalized to your usage, Hawthorne makes sure you never run out of your essentials. So give it a shot. Take Hawthorne's quiz today. Get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use the promo code ALLFANTASY to get 10% off your first purchase. That's HAWTHORNE.co, promo code ALLFANTASY, hawthorne.co, promo code ALLFANTASY. This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by BetterHelp. Here we go. What interferes with your happiness? Is there something preventing you from achieving your goals? Think about that. You know, for me, it was anxiety. It's always been something. I'm scared to send that email. I'm scared to ask to get that thing that I want. It's just such a bummer. It's so frustrating. That is where BetterHelp comes in. They will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You connect in a safe and private online environment, extremely convenient, and you can start in as little as 48 hours. You can start so quick. You can send a message to your counselor anytime you need. You get a timely, thoughtful response. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. You don't have to go in anywhere. You know, the service is available for clients worldwide, and they can help with anything, honestly, depression, stress, anxiety, sleeping, even if you're having trouble sleeping like your boy, grief, if you're having self-esteem issues, anything, just give it a shot. Help yourself. We want you to start living a happier life today. So as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/allfantasy. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's betterhelp.com/allfantasy.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome back to All Fantasy Everything, the only podcast that has ever existed, the only form of media that has ever existed, except, of course, for the Faded Happy Hour shows, available now at Mike Malloy's Twitter, at Fake Mike Malloy on Twitter. Make sure you check that out. That's where he is.
A lot.
Not on fadedcomedy.com, which
He's
is
got
not
the
on
why
the
so
internet.
serious Joker face emoji. That's who he is.
Mike's on there posting just situations where it'd be cool if the Joker was there. Like, oh shit, what if you were at Thanksgiving dinner and the Joker showed up? How twisted would that be? That's like one of the examples. What if you were at the dentist and like you went under and then you woke up and it was the Joker instead of your dentist?
Whenever somebody says twisted too much, I think that they're a douchebag. Like if you talk to somebody and they use twisted like in the conversation like 4 times, I'm like, I probably am not going to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah, no way. You don't
Hey
want to
man,
talk
you
to
want to
anyone.
come over and get twisted? I don't want to get your kind of twisted. No,
Mm-mm.
I don't.
Once the scenario that finally got Mike kicked off for good was what if Deadpool showed up and took off his Deadpool mask and it was the Joker?
It was the Joker. And he goes, "You want to know how I got these scars?"
And then Twitter was like, this is too twisted. We got to get this guy
it's
off
too,
Twitter.
it's too twisted.
Mike's starting his own thing called Twister with 2 Z's.
Oh,
Well, you
my
can
head
find the Faded, is that at fadedcomedy.com, Mike?
Fadedcomedy.com is for all online ventures, and then for comedy shows, it's either Faded Comedy LA or Faded Comedy Denver, whichever you're looking for.
There you have it. There you have it. Beautiful. Now, David, we are drafting today things we want to do this summer. That's coming. The summer we were currently in, as of, well, we're recording, as of last night was the solstice. So we're off and fucking running.
Last night was so. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Damn, that makes
David
more
Boy,
sense.
time for your first pick, the first pick of the draft.
Barbecue. It was always going to be barbecue. It was
Yeah,
never going to not be
always.
barbecue.
Yeah,
Barber
absolutely.
motherfucking Q. Put some meat on it. Spray
Yeah.
that shit. I'm trying to look
Yep.
back at it.
Yeah.
Ribs, shrimp, fish. I don't give a fuck.
Did you attend a
I'll
barbecue all
I'll
last
put
summer?
your girl on there. What?
Did you attend a barbecue last summer? Because I sure didn't.
No, not at all.
No.
It's
Ooh.
We did once. Me and you we grilled with Drew Morgan out at a park.
in the park. That wasn't a proper
that wasn't
barbecue.
like a barbecue.
That was like 2 burgers and some JMO.
That was grilling. That wasn't
I'm
barbecue.
I'm talking pasta salad. I'm talking
Yes.
watermelon. I'm
Yes.
talking about 3 meats or more on the grill. You know what I mean?
Loose meat in the cooler.
Talking about a beef Wellington on there, just frying up nice.
Yeah, I'm talking about somebody pulling you to the side, telling an uncomfortable story. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a barbecue.
Yeah.
Dad telling you about his first sexual experience, like a barbecue. You know what
One
I'm
of
saying?
those where you open the cooler and you're like, I did not know they had this kind of White Claw. That kind of a barbecue.
Yeah,
where
they
you're
got
like,
the new
oh.
tea White Claw. I'm talking.
Have you had those?
Yeah, it's nuts.
If I'll tell you, if you don't know your body, those are a bad move. You need to know exactly.
I'm so glad White Claws didn't come out like 8 summers ago.
Ooh,
I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't be here to talk to you now.
I'm not made for the modern NBA like that.
No.
Those White Claw
no.
iced teas, you're just like, so yeah. What? I don't know why they lie and say there's alcohol in this iced tea. I mean, it's great iced tea, but there's no alcohol in it.
Talk about a booze that makes you feel like you could drive. And I don't even have a license. I have like 3 White Claws. I'm like, yeah, let's go to the fucking store, dude.
Let's go to the mall.
Yeah. Do we need buns? We need bun. We don't need buns. We need buns. We need bun.
We buns.
We need okay. Mel, give me the keys.
I'm gonna go buy us a cornhole set. I gotta get to Van Nuys to get it, but we're going.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
We'll be glad when I'm back.
Yeah. This is all a joke, obviously. Don't drink and drive.
Never
Yeah,
drink
no.
and
No,
drive.
never do it. Never do it. Especially just to hear 99 Problems by Jay-Z because you just got that album.
Oh,
You can
man.
sit in the passenger seat and listen to it. You know.
Yeah. You just turn the car on and listen to it. You don't have to start it.
Do you ever remember being a kid? Like, I remember this from barbecues, specifically like 17 till I moved to California, so like 21, 22. Somebody would come to the barbecue. I put the 12s in the Toyota, right? No, yeah, I got him. And right now, come on. And then I'm just like in the street listening to somebody crank his fucking Rockford Fosgate. It's clean too. It's clean. It's all clean. You hear that? No
No,
rattle.
I went to Magnolia Hi-Fi just like earlier today. So
Yeah. No, I built that box.
yeah.
Not
And
just
you're
a little
like,
bit
yeah,
of
I
cock.
can hear it. I can hear it rattling on all the metal that you got from Walmart. I can hear the whole thing rattling
Yeah. Why'd you pick Evanescence to show me how hard your shit knocks?
because it knocks, bro.
There's an empty 40 lodged under your
Yeah.
passenger seat.
Trying to wake you up inside.
Oh, that's my own equalizer. I put that there.
Sounds like an angel getting its wings every time the bass hits.
But yeah, barbecue. I mean, we all know what it is.
I can't fucking wait. You have a barbecue, right? You're out there. You're grilling.
You don't think I'm gonna fucking heat that shit up for High Plains?
Yeah, man. I was gonna say,
Oh.
Oof.
yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a barbecue.
Dog, I went to go buy one fucking this weekend and it was a disaster.
What happened?
I
What do you mean it
what
was
was
a
it,
disaster?
Saturday? I went to go pick it up at Home Depot, and they're like, I was like, all right, I bought it online. I go to fucking pick it up, and they're like, the one that they try to give me was already built, and I was like, no, you're supposed to give me one that's like in a box that I build at home.
Were they trying to give you like the floor model?
Yeah, they had they had 100 of these fucking grills. And instead of leaving some of them in the box, they decided to build all 100 of them.
Oh.
Like not foreseeing that somebody might be like, "Oh, I'd rather have the not built one so I can travel with it."
This was at a Lowe's or a Home Depot.
Home
Where was
Depot.
this?
Fuck Home Depot for
So
life.
wait. They didn't have one in a box that you couldn't just be like, give me that one in the box.
No,
Wild.
there was none in the box.
Well, check this out. So I went to go get a picnic table earlier this year at Home Depot, and I got there at like 9 a.m, and I was like, "Hey, I want to buy a picnic table, not put together." And the guy, he goes, "All right, well, there's like the dude who puts them together is here right now. So if you want to do it, you got to do it pretty quick." I was like, Can he just not put one together?" And they looked at me like I was just like I said the craziest shit they've ever heard. And he's like, "Oh, well, he's here. So, I mean, he's going to put them together." And I go, "Can he just not? And then I'll come back in like 2 hours with a truck and I will take it." And he's like, I mean, you can ask. I was just like this, fuck this, and I left because I was just like, what?
That makes it sound like he doesn't even work there. He's just in the back with a gun.
It sounds like they contracted this guy to come put together picnic tables.
I think that is a lot of it. Is that there's like nobody. There's a lot of people that work at Home Depot that don't work for Home Depot.
Well, I mean, the guys in the parking lot, but that's not what
No, but I'm talking about inside the store. Those people that are like at the stands trying to like be like, oh, we'll make your home more energy efficient.
Oh, like the vendors, the vendors.
I have a story that sort of starts the same as John Jordan's, and then takes a left at some point. You know, it echoes it in many ways, but in many ways it's different. That's sort of illustrating the funny peculiarities of life on this earth. I too bought a picnic table from Home Depot in the last year, but I needed it installed, and it goes through a third party. Home Depot will deliver in like a put together picnic table, and then somebody from another company via Home Depot will call you and be like, I'll be there this Thursday at 10. So Mike's right.
Yeah. And now you have a picnic table and I don't. So that ain't dang.
You just didn't get one?
No, I didn't. And then I kind of forgot. And now I want one really bad because I want to sit out there with Max and eat food. So I'm going to get one this week probably.
What are 3 grill buying tips, David?
I mean, it really depends on what you want to do, man.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Are you trying to get into the smoker game, or do you want just like I would get, so mine is just a pit barbecue with like a side smoker, and it's pretty simple, like the barrel form and then the smoker on the side. I would just get something simple like that to figure out if you like it or not. Yeah. Because some of those long smokes, man, like we did the 3-2-1 for the ribs, so 6 hours on the ribs. It's like a lot of work. So you got to figure out like if you like it. But like if you're just trying to smoke like some salmon, or like what I do is I run it while I'm grilling so that everything gets the rich smoky flavor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. So like if you're doing wings, put some water in the grill, first of all, like a bowl of water, but then also put some cherry wood or some hickory wood or whatever you want. But I think I would go simple at first. And then if you really like smoking, because I mean, they have like, you can get like although if you're trying to drop dough, you should get a Traeger.
That's what I heard, Traeger.
If you're trying to drop, dude, you can set the heat. So you can like set it and forget. You can put like I had to do the 3-2-1. I'm running in, I'm taking wood in, I'm putting wood out, I'm watching the thing. You get that fucking pellet shit, you just set it. You just say, I needed it 175 for 6 hours, and it's boom.
Can we do like applewood smoked wings?
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh. Well, I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk down to you like that.
Come on, yeah.
I mean, if you get a picnic table, you can do it.
I'll test me.
I don't know where you're going to eat them, dude.
Guan, test me. I'll get a picnic table today, my friend.
Sir Daddy B. Ian's not going to test you, all right? But I will make you some wings.
Good. I didn't want you to Guan.
Yeah.
Didn't want you to Guan and do it.
Barbecues, dude. I can't fucking wait for barbecues. I'm going to get a grill.
Some fish in there, too.
No.
The salmon?
Yes. Oh.
Dog. I go to Costco. I get the big piece of salmon. We'll text about it, but yeah. Okay,
I'll hit you up right after this.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I can't fucking wait. Barbecues. I can't wait for barbecues. Mike Malloy, the originator of the topic. It's time for your first pick.
So I'm gonna go with like the platonic steakhouse night.
Oh
my God, those were. Man, I remember I got to one of those. I was so popped. I was fresh off a flight, and you guys were already there. Where were we?
The smokehouse.
Probably the smokehouse.
Smokehouse. And I showed up after Ian was like, he leans over, he's like, hey, you're being like really loud. I was like, oh man, I'm so excited.
Smokehouse will bring it out of you though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dog, that
Sharpie
cheese
was
bread,
there, Zach was there.
That cheese bread's so good.
It's a cheese bread. For those listeners who've never been to the smokehouse, which I imagine is a fair amount of you, this cheese bread, it's like a regular garlic bread, and then it's almost as though they sprinkle the powder from a mac and cheese container.
It looks like Cheeto dust
on top of the bread. It's so fucking good.
Isn't it amazing. Like, don't they say that like Francis Ford Coppola or somebody loves it? It's somebody really famous, like favorite cheese bread.
Hella like old Hollywood people used to eat there and still eat there, I think.
I just remember, like knew about it because Hank from the Larry Sanders Show used to go there.
Yeah, that's where he eats.
Yeah.
After every episode, yeah. I love that place.
Yeah.
I love the steakhouse night. Even if I'm not trying to, and Lord knows I've mostly am trying to, but even I've tried not to. I get so drunk at the steakhouse.
It's all that red.
It's all that red and the martinis.
Yeah, we'll usually go hard on the cocktails.
Well, because the martini is 2 drinks. Because they bring you the martini and then they bring you the little sidecar. What am I going to not? I count it all as one.
I catch myself getting that really nice whiskey that you just don't notice, until you're there. And then you're like, oh man, I've had like 6 of these because they just taste great. And I don't know. Remember that one me and you and Shane went and that dude showed up in a hockey jersey and you were so upset.
Really killed the vibe.
He was wearing like an Islanders jersey or
There
something.
was a guy in a tank top. I think he got turned away, thank God. But then somebody showed up in a hockey jersey.
It was a Devils jersey.
It wasn't Justin Bieber or like Wiz Khalifa. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they didn't look cool in the hockey jersey.
Was it Kevin Smith?
It was Kevin Smith. It was Kevin Smith, and then he disappeared into his own jean shorts. It's just like when you're at a steakhouse, you kind of want. It's like cosplaying or like a Renaissance fair, but you do want everyone in costume at the Renaissance fair.
Yeah. And it's not an elitist thing. It's just like, it's part of the fun. Like we all put on nice duds.
I don't want my turkey wenches wearing Minnesota Wild gear.
That's right. Have a button on your shirt.
Yeah,
Have a
it ain't hard. It ain't hard.
Yeah.
Is turkey wench a Renaissance fair thing? I might
The
have
thing
just...
with that hockey jersey is I know that dude looked at it was like, yeah, man, you're ready. You're camera ready with this hockey jersey on. I bet he had different stuff he could have worn. It's not like it was hockey jersey or nothing.
I'm not trying to think about Jeremy Roenick while I'm eating steak.
No, not at all.
I'm not trying to think about Matt Sundin while I'm eating steak.
I'm not trying to think about Patrick Waugh
You
while
know?
I'm eating steak.
I'm not trying to think about Mike Richter while I'm having a steak.
We don't talk about the Avalanche over here.
I'm not trying to think about Theo Fleury while I'm eating a steak, for God's sake.
I'm not trying to think about Yammer Yager while I'm eating a steak.
I'm not trying to think about Wayne Gretzky when I'm eating a steak.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm not trying to
the
think
only
about
other-
PK Subban when I'm eating a steak.
I'm not trying to think about fucking Cam Neely while I'm having a steak, for God's
I am
sake.
not trying to have Mario Lemieux in my brain when I'm eating a steak.
If I'm sitting down in front of a steak, if this is me and I'm sitting down in front of a steak, I'm not trying to think about Bobby fucking Orr while I'm having that steak, all right?
Dog, if I got a New York strip on my plate, it's not going to be Joe Sakic running through my brain. All right?
Let me paint the picture for you. I got a bowl with cream spinach in it in front of me. There's a beautiful base, like a beautiful Wagyu, just nicely marbled piece of meat in front of me. Maybe some crushed peppercorn on the top. It's cooked to perfection. And I'm sitting down in front of it. I'm not trying to think about,
There's no way I could do it.
come on. I think I already said, I'm not trying to,
Who's Carrie Underwood's husband? He's a hockey player.
come on. Don't put other names in my head. I'm not trying to think about Gordon Bombay.
Bow! Fiction, baby!
He sure is real.
Gordon Bombay while I eat my steak. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
I love a steakhouse night though. I do.
And it's crazy that this dude ended up becoming the coach of the U.S. Junior Olympic team, and his the highest level he played hockey at was when he was like 12 years old. He hung up his skates.
No, he played pro. He played AAA.
No,
Gordon Bombay?
I thought it was that he
He
gave
got
up.
hurt.
Oh, I thought it was that he gave up like right after that.
No, he had the triple deke, dude.
Yeah, he got hurt. That's the first episode. He comes back to town, or the first movie. He come back. It shows him playing, and then he gets hurt.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, Gordon Bombay could play. Don't do that to my man.
He still like got a DUI, and his punishment was that he had to like be in charge of kids.
Oh, okay. We're gonna kick everybody out of sports who got a DUI.
No, I'm just saying, like, what a weird. Hey, you're not responsible. We're gonna put 20 kids in your.
You gotta
in your
go
charge.
rewatch the movie. It makes sense. It's like a hardball situation where it's like, oh, you want to be irresponsible? Well, now you're irresponsible.
I've never seen Hardball.
I'm not certain Stan Van Gundy ever played basketball at the highest level, and he probably has a DUI.
He can dribble. Have you ever seen that man dribble?
Popovich can't even read.
Stan Van Gundy can dribble?
Dog, yeah. I remember a video from like a couple summers ago with him just like dribbling, and it's just like, oh, that motherfucker can hoop.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely did that to meet his wife. Just got nice with it outside of an Outback.
Yeah. Ball is life. I take it everywhere I
Where'd
go.
the ball come from? My trunk, babe. Come on. I'm just digesting out here. What are you talking about? You want to go to a movie or you
Emily,
don't?
could you
Good
get
little mini
water?
draft. What's everybody's favorite side at a steakhouse?
Ooh, fuck. Spinach.
I got a garlic mash.
Mm.
He's just, if I'm getting a steak, I got to have a nice potato to go with it.
Right.
Your cream spinach, David?
Yeah, I any kind of spinach.
Yeah.
It's like the time where I find that I can squeeze in vegetables because I'm like trying to be cool. So like just some nice green beans will do it for me with
Right.
my
Yeah.
steak.
Green beans.
Yeah.
I'm a wedge salad man.
Ooh.
I don't I don't feel like I'm at a steakhouse when I get a salad because I get all poor guy on it and it just doesn't look.
Sean,
But
what
I-
was that time you got like chicken tenders at a steakhouse?
No,
I
you
got
got
a
a
beef-
baseball steak.
I got
Yeah.
a beef patty. These two, my bottom half of my screen were furious about it. By the way,
Yeah,
Right.
it was insane.
Were we picking up the? Well, no, I don't want to. Were you playing?
no, I didn't. I'm happy to say it. I didn't have any money, and I felt weird. And now I look back and I'm like, there was, in the grand scheme of things, that would have made a $300 tab $306. I should have just got a
Also,
steak.
why didn't you just get like a burger or something then?
Because you guys are all giving me shit. You're like, you got to get a steak. So I didn't know it was a hamburger patty. I just found the cheapest steak and I got it. And you're like, that's a hamburger patty, dude. Whereas you were Zach, one of you, but I was like, well, shit, I already ordered. I'm not going to go back on it. I didn't have any problem drinking like 5 Jamesons on everyone's time. So it's just priorities, you know?
You were allocating resources where you felt they were most sorely
Yeah, I was
needed.
giving it a shot.
We're gonna have to do one the next time we're all in the same city. We'll
Yeah.
have to do a little steakhouse night.
Let's do a steak night. Ooh, I'm ready.
Sean, next time. Well, I don't know how easy it is for you to get away, but maybe we'll do it in Portland. Mike, you'll have to come up.
Come on, dude. I'll get away. I'll get away whenever I want, dude. She can't hear me.
August 14th.
You said that, though. You said that to your wife. I was like, yeah, I'll get away whenever I
Oh,
want.
so that.
Not a problem.
Sean, time for your first pick, dude.
A live podcast.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
That is
Okay.
what I want to do. I mean,
We have done them all in the summer, basically.
yeah. As soon as you brought it up, I was just, it's really going to help with just everything being like, cool. It's not, we are going to be all right, you know? Like things will get back the way they were. So I'm just thrilled. Plus it means I get to see everyone, you know?
Yeah,
We get
dude.
to see each other.
Quite frankly, I forget that people even listen to this.
I know.
Until we, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Sometimes it feels like we're just on a Zoom, like having fun, which is how it should feel, I guess.
how it
But
feels.
it
Yeah,
was
Every
like,
we're
time.
on a Zoom. We're all showing up on time. It's cool. Like,
we all tweet about it. It's all right. You know,
Yeah.
we're all like on Twitter tweeting about it. I was thinking, I haven't seen David in over a year. Like I've seen the two of you. I haven't seen David or Marissa since all this
well,
started.
you haven't been to Bolivia this year.
whoa,
No, whoa, wait,
Okay.
whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
No.
That's where they
Sorry.
lifted. Well, David was so comfortable there because they lifted the mask mandate, and he was being very cavalier about not wearing one in the States, but he wanted to go somewhere where everybody else was.
It was probably that last live podcast, right? With Aaron. Was that the last time you saw David? You two
Last
saw
time I
each
saw
other?
David was when Garcetti shut LA down. I left LA the day that Garcetti shut it down. It was like March 10th. And we were all at the Fortress and we did like 5 episodes in a weekend because
Yeah.
we were like, well, this is going to be a few weeks. We got to weather this storm.
Oh,
and that was when
yeah.
we were still booked in Texas and we're like, man, I've had the flu, dog. We'll see you in Texas. That was the time. And we were
Man.
just chilling at the crib.
What
it
were
was
we
great.
thinking?
It was great. But, oh, you meant when we had Aaron on at the house.
Oh, that was that same
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah,
no?
yes.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant a live
I didn't know
one
what
for
you
a
meant.
second.
Yes, that's when Aaron was on. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last live show we did was in fucking the tour.
Yeah, it was Detroit.
That was the tour, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
Detroit
oh
was
boy.
the last live show we did.
Detroit, dude.
Anyway, just a live
Great green
podcast,
room.
man. This is like this is what I love doing. I found like I was lucky enough to be able to find what I actually like.
Oh, you were lucky
like-
enough to talk to your friends for money the most?
Yeah, lucky. That's why I say
Oh,
lucky.
yeah,
Underline
just
15 times. Like and it just so happens that we're good at it. So it's just one of those things that actually really doesn't seem like work. And so it's just a blast because I get we just get to do this. And
I love doing live shows in and of themselves. I guess that's the right. But I'm mostly excited for our next live show, so the world can hear Nike versus Adidas.
yeah, man. Well, Portland doesn't get to. You know what?
Why doesn't Portland get to hear it?
They do.
If anybody deserves to hear it.
You're right. I didn't mean to say that.
I'm going to be a true friend and tell you not to do this.
Oh, it's done.
Is it called
on
Nike
wax.
versus Adidas?
Once you squeeze this toothpaste out of the tube, you can't push it back in. And you have a daughter to think about, and God, is it going to make it really easy for me to turn her against you if you have a rap song out?
Eminem started rapping harder when he got a daughter.
Well, it's going to be hard because she's exclusively on Twitter, so I don't know how you're going to turn her against me as you've been banished.
You should just do an NFT with it. Just sell it to one mark instead of a bunch of marks.
You should do an NFT of it.
The only mark I hear is you, my friend.
No.
The only mark I hear is Mark Morrison on the remix of Nike versus Adidas once the world gets a hold of it.
Oh, my God.
So if it's ready by the time these Portland shows happen, then yes, absolutely we'll play it. But I'm not going to release it for anyone to hear until after Denver shows. So Portland can hear it at the Portland show, Denver can hear it at the Denver show, and then I'll put it on the Patreon and stuff.
Well, here's where I might echo the sentiments of one Michael Malloy. Maybe never release it.
Oh, yeah. Never release it.
So,
Sean.
Oh, no, it'll be. Of course I'll release it.
You're gonna
Absolutely.
I would tour with it. I would take it from town to town.
You keep that close to the vest.
Like a roadshow movie.
Anyone who wants to hear it is going to be able to hear it at some point.
Don't give it away for free, though.
I would be doing the Chappelle, everybody lock their phone in this bag shit.
Well, I'm not a coward. Patreon gets it for free, obviously. And then if anyone else wants it, will be like $1 or something. But
no, you should put it on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I probably will. Yeah. I'm going to get it out there.
Along with your other hits.
Enjoy this face before it's covered in tattoos, man. I'm going to be a SoundCloud rapper quick.
Damn.
You ain't even going to know.
What are you going to get tattooed on your face?
Oh, I'm going to get Maxine tattooed on my face, just her baby face.
That's fair.
And then Babyface's face.
And then baby face right on my eye.
Babyface is adult face.
I don't fuck with Babyface. We all know that.
A bunch of baby face teardrops because I cry when I hear it.
Oh, yeah, David, didn't you open for him?
Yeah, I didn't even get to meet him.
He played you out?
Played me out. You were there.
I was. I drove you there.
Yeah.
I love it.
So if me and you run into him and Tretch in a dark alley, it's on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not in on your Tretch beat.
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
Tretch,
point.
no,
Yeah, it is.
Not being a good
Yeah,
friend.
it is.
We are
Don't
not.
like Donkey Kong. No, it's fight on Tretch.
No.
Tretch,
No.
hear me now, Tretch. Hear me now.
First of
we
all,
are not
you
involved.
He's going to be down with OPP, other people's punches. Mine.
Why do you have Tretch beef?
Listen,
doesn't.
He knows. He knows. We don't have to
blew
talk
it.
about it.
No, Mike blew
I
it.
didn't do anything wrong. We were in the same place at the same time. All I did was give him a fucking the attempted fist bump, and I was
There was
clearly
a lot
on
of
my way
people.
elsewhere.
You know
It
who
just-
else was there?
Hey, what's up?
Lance Bass and Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people there.
Elite company.
We were all drunk at the fucking after party for the ESPYs.
Yeah.
Very drunk.
We were
had been
drunk.
dancing to LL Cool J. It was me, Mike, and Jamel. Very drunk, having been danced. And Mike's like, I'm gonna go talk to Tretch.
That's not what happened at all.
And I was like, no, dude, what are you talking about? Tretch was standing there in a Dickies suit. Believe he had a bottle in his hand. Clearly did not want to be disturbed. Clearly did not want to be disturbed. Dancing by himself in front of the VIP. And Mike's like, I'm gonna go see what old Tretch wants
in
to
front
talk
of the
about.
VIP. He wasn't in the VIP either. So fucking get your head out of your ass, Tretch. You're with me. You're on the streets. You're on the same fucking level as me, bud.
And Mike approached him with that energy, and it did not go well.
Man, Tretch started a porn company. He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to talk to any of us.
No.
I didn't want to talk to him either. All I did was fucking
you
try
did.
to dap him up. And I was on
You
my
said,
way.
I'm gonna go talk to Tretch.
Not what I said. We were
That's-
on our way back to the dance
Mike,
floor. I didn't
we
want to
were
talk to
on
him.
our
What do I
way-
have to say to him?
We were on. You 100% wanted to go talk to Tretch.
Didn't. Went for a
I
fist
didn't
bump.
push you
was
into
ignored.
it. It wasn't Jamel's idea. We weren't even walking past him. You beeline.
Yeah, we were. We were walking back to the dance floor. I remember this.
You beelined. I remember where he was standing. You
I don't know about
beeline.
that.
It's cool. You want with Tretch what Jordan Farmar and I have, but you can't have it. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
He wanted it to be a me and Memphis Bleak situation.
Yeah.
What do you have? You have beef with Jordan Farmar?
No, we get along great, just
Oh.
like David and Memphis Bleak.
Oh.
So, you know.
I saw Jordan Farmar at Conyegas or Las Vegas. It was Las Vegas. And I said,
Las
Jordan
Vegas.
Farmar. And he was like, what's up, man? And acted like he knew me.
Yeah, and then I saw Memphis Bleak and I said, Bleak! And similar
And he acted-
interaction.
And he acted like he didn't know David.
Similar interaction.
As bad as your interaction with Tretch went, it still went better than like as good as it possibly could have. I feel like.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tretch would have wanted to fight you.
But it's still a fight on site if I see him again.
Yeah. You don't have a Cadillac mark on your forehead, so
Well,
it
Dog.
went better than it could have.
If Tretch is still listening at this point, because he does listen to every podcast, but if he's still
Abbott.
listening at this point, I just want you to know that this beef, even though we almost always have Mike's back, this is one time when you can't include us in it.
I got it. I don't need help.
Unfortunately,
I feel like you're really downplaying Tretch.
He's short. He's a tiny little man. I'd take him.
if you and Tretch fought, I would be on your side, and that's a big statement. I would fight Tretch with you. I would hate every second of it, but I would do it.
Thank you, Sean.
If it was all his fault,
You got a kid now.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
a kid. You can't just jump like
David,
If it,
I've gone to we've fought alongside you when you were wrong many a time. Ian, you
But
as
not
well.
Tretch.
stopped the fight.
Once.
You stopped the fight.
I stopped.
Yeah,
the
but
fight.
if I knew
And that
the
was
fight
one
was
time.
We
coming, I
stopped
would
the
have
fight.
I would have been there alongside you.
No, Mike. I got in a fight with you one time with two plumbers where I stopped the fight and you fought the plumber. So don't-
Mine was getting punchy, and I had to.
No,
stop
he
that.
wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Anyways,
Live
Anyway.
shows.
a live show.
Time for my first pick.
and
my
second
second pick.
pick.
What are we,
That's
4 hours into this one? My
about.
first and second picks. With my first pick, I'm going to take something I've done one time already this summer, and I can't fucking wait to do it again. Swim in a pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't swim in any pools last summer. I know, Mike, you did, right? You had your
I was
mother-in-law?
in, yeah. So I had a pool at my old place, and now since we moved into this place, I no longer have a pool. So I need to make a friend with a pool.
Yeah. I had no pool access last summer. Maybe the
Me either.
only summer of my life since I've been able to swim that I didn't spend significant time in a swimming pool, and I fucking hated it. I
Yeah.
love being in a pool. I never
too.
feel better than when I swam in a pool earlier that day.
Me
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, it's always amazing. It sets the day up just to be dope. It's always dope.
It's always good if you're in a pool.
Everything.
Yeah.
You're outside. You're chilling. Oh my gosh.
You get out, you get in, you get out, you get
Mhm.
in.
And it's because I was the only one that used the pool in our complex. Like nobody else ever used it.
Also that old guy who had a lot of young ladies.
Dog, that was the only time I ever saw that dude. Or actually, it was twice we saw him. It was different young ladies that he had with him, and
And he was old.
I don't even think that he lived there. I think he just showed up to the pool every once in a while.
I think he just brought tenderonis, yeah.
I think so. He's sneaky.
That pool at your place was fun. That was like, in my mind, that was the first time I ever had White Claw, was at your apartment pool. I had like 12 raspberry White Claws, and you kept telling me, you're like, they hit pretty hard. And I was like, fuck that.
Oh, is that when
And
you
they
wanted to go swimming at like midnight? And we were like, no, Sean. No.
I did go swimming at midnight, and yes.
Swimming at midnight, dude. Wasn't that your first adult contemporary album?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, swimming at midnight.
What was that hit song
Rose
off
to
of
the,
it?
it rose to the top of the white male Protestant vocalist charts.
It was him and Chuck Mangione.
Yeah. Was it
That hit
Swimming at
song?
Midnight? Swimming at Midnight was the song Swimming at Midnight too? I forget.
Yeah, it was Swimming in Midnight off of Swimming in Midnight.
Yeah.
It was also the name of the band.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean Jordan and Swimming at Midnight, Swimming at Midnight, Swimming at Midnight.
Yeah.
The hit single was Wettest.
How did that go again?
And this was
Man.
this was from the summer of the Swimming at Midnight tour.
Yeah, I still have my t-shirt from the Swimming
It
at
was
Midnight
like
tour.
all the smooth R&B breakdown part of a song, but that was the whole song. And I didn't really say a lot. I'd be like, man, it was the wettest I'd ever been. That was about it. It was kind of like everything was wet, man.
Yeah.
And just like that smooth beat playing, I was like, I didn't even know it could get that wet inside a car. It was wet inside that
You were
car.
part of a micro movement of adult contemporary called Tucked In T-shirt wave, right?
I was not.
Weren't you?
I was not.
You and the whole band had Tucked In T-shirts?
I think
We
it's
did
like
not.
the frat pack where they weren't actually friends, but everybody like lumps them together.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not true.
It was
we
just
did
Tucked
not.
In T-shirt music. The wettest was like the classic example of Tucked In T-shirt adult contempt.
You know, I used to tuck my t-shirt in way young, like into Jabos when I was like in fifth grade. I'd be showing up with Jabos tucked in shirts. Can you imagine that? Like, what are you, 11 when you're in 5th grade?
I think it's probably coming back. I bet.
You know what I used to tuck
Maybe.
a t-shirt into?
Huh?
My swim trunks, dude, when I was in the pool for a long time.
Yeah. It's not even worth the hassle.
No, I don't.
When you learn
look
that, you're like, it's just like, what are you? Nobody cares enough.
Looking
to,
back, if there's one thing I could say to young me, it wouldn't be, hey, bet it all on the fucking, whatever hockey team won the Stanley Cup any year. I don't know. I got all my hockey knowledge out earlier on the podcast. I would say, don't wear that t-shirt.
Yeah.
Get that t-shirt off.
yeah,
Take it off. Nobody here cares.
you're drawing more of a.
It's more attention.
You're drawing way more attention to yourself.
It is. It's like the first car that had like daytime headlights. That was where, if you're in a wave pool, you're like, I see one person with a t-shirt on. Unfortunately, that's where my eyes go.
It's also like a terrible feeling.
Oh, it's an awful feeling. It ruins a pool a little bit.
Yeah.
And your wet Big Dog's Jurassic Park bark t-shirt is drawing way more attention than your chubby little body would.
I mean,
You're
in
going to
a
get
good way.
caught in it and you're going to drown and they're going to have to call Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah, she's
Like-
coming.
I'm just tapping strangers. Like, you see that? It says Jurassic Bark, you see. And I just got like a whalebone of some frozen hurricane. I'm just like, no, it's over in the far end. It says Jurassic Bark on the shirt. You
Now,
see
I
it.
knew I
It's-
was going to have a good time at the pool, but I didn't know I was going to have this good of a time. That's a funny shirt.
That kid should be a comedian.
But yeah, taking a swim. That's my first pick, is taking a swim.
Yep.
Classic.
And number two. Number two. Number two is going to be drinking somewhere where there's live music
Yeah, damn, that I didn't think anybody would pick that.
Yeah.
Yep, that was on mine.
off the dome.
I was gonna. Yep, that is, dude. I remember one of my favorite times that happened. Shane and I were co-headlining the Boissy Club, and we just walked around downtown and we found some bluegrass band playing Wagon Wheel, and we tripped in and we were just sitting in the front row and we were like, "Holy buckets, this is sick!" It's not what I planned on doing, but we just sat and listened to live music for like an hour and a half. It was dope.
Not the first time Shane's walked in somewhere because he heard Wagon Wheel, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't what you were planning on doing.
He thought it was a pizza with each slice is a different flavor. That's what he thought Wagon Wheel meant. And I was like, whatever you want to think. And then we just,
I mean, that's what it means in the Midwest, right?
Yeah, it's a
I
Wagon
think
Wheel.
so. Yeah, I think that's what it means. Real
I,
thing.
I just love that vibe. Specifically if it's like outdoor, maybe there's like a good band. Maybe there's some brass instruments in that band.
Oh, you're talking about Jazz Fest, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, my friend.
Yeah.
Say no more. I will take you.
That is often what I think about when I think about jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys want to go to where it was invented, you go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Yeah, it's like Utah and then Sioux Falls.
Yeah. Utah, Sioux Falls, anywhere you can buy a diptyque candle, jazz spots, dude.
Starbucks.
Starbucks, bro. I just love it. I just love the sensation of getting a little buzz on. Maybe, they're going
Oh,
to,
yeah.
maybe you guys have heard this one before. There's a little bit of banter.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
That you
And then you're
you
like-
do the look back
I love it.
till your neck
Yeah,
gets a
dude.
little bit sore, then you turn back around, and then you can kind of dance to the bar, which is something I always enjoy. Just like a little,
Mm-hmm.
it's just for you, that dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
for
you're
you.
not putting too much on it. You're just
No.
It's like the
moving.
one time I don't feel foolish dancing. I'm just like, look at
Yeah.
me. Going to the bar. Going to the bar. No
You've
big
got
deal.
a great walk to the bar dance.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
You almost, it almost looks
Uh-oh.
like that's where you're more comfortable dancing.
Yeah.
it might be.
Like if the whole dance floor was just a walk to the bar, you'd never leave.
Ooh, that's how
that's
we do it. That's why we should set up bars on each end of your wedding dance floor, dude.
Oh no! Where are you going? Tequila?
Make Laura fall in love all over again.
Yeah, I'm going to win her second heart, bro. Back to the other side.
We're going to renew our vows halfway through this wedding.
Where are you going? Well, I've spent most of the night on lights. I'm going to out, my friend. I'll be on the other side.
So drinking somewhere there's live music. I'm going to keep it moving in interest of duration. Sean Jordan, time for your second pick.
I want to get on a plane.
Ooh, you haven't been on a plane
I
yet.
haven't been on a
Interesting.
plane this whole time, and
I'll be doing that tomorrow.
I hate flying. I'm scared of it. You'll remember.
I know. You always get all drunk.
Yes, that is part of it. Where I'm like, I can sneak a little pick in there without picking it, because obviously that's going to happen. But yeah, I've always, and I've been vocal about this. I like airports. I like traveling. I like everything except for the flying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just kind of miss it. Like sometimes if you get the right amount, a couple, 2, 3, I look out the window. I'm like, man, this is amazing. This is beautiful. I'm going somewhere to whatever I'm doing. It's always most of the time it's something fun, and I realize how lucky I am to get to do that. So yeah, I just want to get on a plane and just be like, cool, I'm up like 30,000 feet, where God intended.
Where do you think you might go? I mean, you know you're going to go to Denver on an airplane.
Yeah, that's the next. I mean, unless I sneak an LA trip in there before then, but that's where I'm going next, and I will have the pilot play Nike and Adidas on the flight.
Yeah.
So if you're on my flight to Denver, you can hear my rap song that Mike doesn't want me to release to the world.
You should do a remix reminding people about flight safety and where the exit doors are.
That's one thing I like. For some reason, just popped into my head thinking about flying is the Virgin Virgin Atlantic song and dance that they do for the safety.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, Virgin's is a good one. Virgin has a good one.
It's a lot. It's a big production. It's a whole dance number, a whole song and dance.
Yeah, I like it.
You know what I can take or leave, and honestly, mostly take, is Southwest jokes. Most of the time, I'm there for it. Where they'll be like, welcome to nonstop flight to Paris, and I'm like, we're going to Barstow or wherever we're going. It's like, we're not going to Paris.
You fly to Barstow?
Nah, I said the wrong city.
Man,
We're going
that
to Sacramento.
Dark.
I like it, except sometimes they go too long, and then you're doing that thing where you're holding your headphones, waiting for them to end, and you're like,
Just,
Yeah, like the pretend.
yeah.
I always do that. I always look and I always take my headphones out because I see them looking down the aisle and I'm like, it's got to suck if every single person has their headphones in. Like, it'd be a bummer to look down the aisle and be like, no one's listening.
These days, man, I'm like, listen, I'm a medallion member. You
Yeah.
see where the seat's at.
I resent them for expecting an audience almost at this point. Come on. Come
I'll
on.
give them a shot.
It's the 6 a.m. to Los Angeles. We've all been here.
Yeah. I like the humor sometimes. I can handle it. And the collective chuckle throughout the plane where I'm like, okay, we're in a good mood. This is all right.
A soft laugh.
You sounded like Slick Rick. That was your Slick Rick laugh.
Don't cry. Dry your eyes.
And here comes your mother with those two
Two
little guys.
Once upon a time on a Southwest flight. Now I started to sound like the Monster Mash guy.
Yeah.
They're not far off.
No, I think
No,
one
they're
hand washes the
eerily
other on
close.
that
Yeah.
one. Contemporaries,
Yeah.
Some would say rivals. It's like a Morris Day and the Time versus Prince kind of thing.
Yeah, rivals in their time. Absolutely. So Sean took having an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
It's like, I miss life.
Mike, time for your second pick.
Alrighty, I am going to go with. There's really not a term for this, but I always call it like a relay day drinking. Like a relay drinking is when like you typically like a Saturday where you'll go out for like a brunch with a group of people, and you'll run into some other people, and you'll just transition to another place from there. Like you'll go the whole day having gone like 3 or 4 different places, having like traveled across 4 or 5 different social circles, and like a day that was coordinated without like ever having texted anybody so much, like beyond like we're here sort of thing. Like
I call that real world in it.
yeah, just like out in the world together for like a 10 hour, but like you get home before 11 and like you're asleep by midnight.
Yes.
No, I know that. Yeah,
You
that
couldn't
shit
have said
is
anything
great.
I wanted to do more. I didn't even know I wanted to do that until you said it, but that's perfect.
That is a good day.
Because that always happens so much with us when we're like out and about is we'll run into like 4 or 5 people that I'd never like think to maybe like call or text, but like when I'm there drinking with them, I'm like, fuck yeah, so-and-so is here. So it's like,
Or it'll happen like you're like, oh shit, is that like Jamel or something? And then he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was just texting Jason. And then you're like, oh shit, like Voltron.
You may not like it, Mike, but that happened a lot at the Roost.
Yeah, it did.
Ugh, God.
The Roost was the end of the night for everyone except for you.
No, it was the end of the night for me most times. It just, I begrudgingly went.
I'm just saying you would run into a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were definitely nights when the Roost wasn't always the end of the night. I've gone places from the Roost.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
the
have
night that you almost fought that guy over the jukebox was just me and you. And I was just like, why are we still here?
Yeah, that's a good question. If it was just me and you, there had to have been another person.
I don't think there was, because there's nobody else talking you out of fighting that guy over Barbie Girl.
That was never going to be a fight. There's no way.
It was Sean, it was on its way.
I've seen it as close as I think it's ever gotten with you, and I don't know. Maybe I wasn't there, so
I think
maybe
that's
I'm wrong.
just your
but
heart didn't want it to be a fight, Sean, and that's
maybe.
because you're
I saw it with
sweet.
Ponytail Guy at High Dive, and that was the closest I've ever seen it get. And that was one where the guy, he said something. I was like, "Do you want me to get out of the way, dude? Because I'll get out of the way, and you can say whatever you want to say to him." And the guy, he wouldn't. He was like, "Whatever, dude, get out of here."
It really was almost a bad night.
You know what I like to your pick, Mike, is I like if it's not planned to even have a drink. Like if I'm just going to brunch or something, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing today. And then you get there and somebody gets a mule or something. You're like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll have one with you. And then it just kind of, the whole thing just turns into an unexpected, complete session.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they even culminate like at a party, which is like,
come on.
Which,
best.
yeah,
Come
that's
on.
that's the best. Honestly, I like doing my bar drinking early in the session, and then like having other things that we like, you know, having house parties to bounce around to, or like outdoor shit.
well, because maybe something that didn't sound super appealing at noon would sound a little more appealing at like 7 after a few drinks. I'd be like, sure, I'll go to that party that normally I'd probably be a little too shy to want to go to. Now, yeah, whatever, I'll go. I won't know anybody. Fuck it, I'll meet people, you know?
Other than this false scenario where you were too shy to go to a house party, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in there sometimes where you're like, am I going to know anyone? Yeah, but most of the time, you know, just painting the picture.
Excellent pick. David Boyd, time for your second and then your third picks.
I can't believe I even got it, man. Beach day.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, man.
Have you guys gone to the beach at all?
Yeah.
I have.
Okay. All right. Good.
I threw in beach days when Ivan visited, and then when my my mom and my siblings visited. There's this place called the Broad Street Oyster Co. in Malibu.
Oh, yeah.
Malibu.
Malibu.
I fucked that up many a time. You get the lobster roll?
Yeah, I got the lobster roll, and we just got it and then went to the beach and ate at the beach and like hung out at the beach, eating on the beach, sitting at the beach,
Say beach.
sitting on the
Say
beach.
beach day.
Sitting
Was
on the
Ivan in
beach.
town for Father's Day?
He was in San Luis Obispo, so Dana and I
word.
drove up.
Gotcha.
Wine country.
Wine country. He made ribs though, dude. It was ribs country that day, and it was good as fuck.
I remember we went to the Boo one time, and I think it was David. You had a tweaked ankle, and we went to this spot on the beach, and whoever was there, they're like, "Yeah, it's real easy to get to." Couldn't have been harder to get to, and we had to walk over like half a mile of rocks.
I had just tweaked my ankle. Yeah, it was over the. Yeah, it was bad. It
Yeah,
was so bad.
yeah.
Sharpie. We want Sharpie and Zach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's who'd be there,
Yeah.
dude. The day we went to Manhattan Beach and like swam a bunch, and we were just there all day, frolicking in the waves, and then went and got Mexican food.
Yeah, Sharpie had the baseball gloves. We were playing catch, and
And I got like a tiny bit stoned. That might be the best I've ever felt.
yeah,
Yeah. They'll do it, man.
Yeah.
They'll do it.
that's when like a beer tastes great to me. As I remember, we went to that Mexican joint, and I was like, "Let me get a Corona," and I drank it, and I was like, "This tastes so good."
Oh,
Yeah.
sometimes it tastes just like the Fast and Furious says it does.
Yeah, yes.
Like you're with your bros, your family.
Uh-huh.
You're just like,
You
yeah.
are my family. You guys are my family. That's exactly what happened.
I'm saying.
And
We're
yeah,
your family.
you're my family.
My family.
My name's Mark Sinclair, and I got family.
Dude, but like in the ocean all day, so you're like sun kissed, you're tired in all the right ways from swimming,
You're
Mhm.
kind of salty for some
you're
reason.
kind of salty, your hair feels fun.
Yeah,
and then you're just sitting there
yeah.
in the booth and they drop the chips and you're like, oh.
Yeah, boy, I didn't know I needed these till I
You're
saw
also
'em.
like pounding like ice cold water because it's just been hot. I love it.
Yeah, maybe you had that fruit with the tagine on it.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Ah.
that shit.
I love a beach day.
Yeah, I love a beach day. And so that's my second pick, right?
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
you're third.
My third pick is going to be. All right, this is a weirdly specific one. Follow me. I don't mean an amusement park. I mean like a shitty parking lot carnival.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah, like a county fair type thing.
Yeah, like not even like even smaller than like the shit they put
Yeah.
up in TJ Maxx. It's just like the zipper, a Ferris wheel, and a bunch of shady ass games.
you go to the seafood mall in Echo or in what's right next to Glendale?
Eagle Rock
What's-
Plaza.
Eagle Rock. Yeah, you go
Yeah.
to Eagle Rock Plaza. They got that one. Yeah, for sure.
Yo, I love it, especially now that I got because I used to love them as kids, but now I have a little bit of money, so I can play games and get a funnel cake or whatever. I love it. I love that vibe. The sun's going down. You're walking around. I love that shit, man. Love a summertime carnival.
I do too. I've never been to a parking lot carnival though.
It's been a
What?
while.
I gotta get
really?
to one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never been to one.
I bet there's some in the
Oh.
valley that we could hit.
Yeah, it's just like a regular carnival, I guess.
I mean, what you don't need. There's no like. You don't need to go through the rigmarole of getting a wristband or whatever. You just go.
I hate the rigmarole.
And the ones in the parking lot, you can always tell you're like, yo, this is an operation where these guys, like, they travel and do this.
Yeah.
No permits, just
Yeah, no.
one city to the next.
Fly by night.
Some of them are teens. You're like, are you being trafficked?
Do they have like the fun fried food at those too?
They do.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that they do that they have that is trademarked. The rest of the shit, they're like, this is Sponge Bill SquarePants. And you're like, wait a second.
Dude, I love that vibe. I
Yeah,
bet you I like it less now than I would, but like, going to like the county fair back in Sioux Falls where we'd always go to that punching bag where all the tough guys would hang out.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
thing that you'd punch and it'd let you know how hard you hit. You remember that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do the tough guys hang out there like it was a song from Greece?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's where the tweens hang out.
That's awesome.
They would sit and do that thing, man, a couple times. Oh, we were.
Do you ever do the sledgehammer?
Yeah, I've done that at the
Yeah.
Oregon State Fair.
I love
That's
that.
I don't know if my mustache would already told that story before I could.
Did you have one of those tank tops that like went down to your belly button?
Yeah.
And striped pants on?
That's how Action Bronson got buff, is just playing one of those.
Yeah, dude, he got buff in the craziest way. All he does is fuck around with hammers and clubs.
Yeah, he's just lifting like Neolithic tools.
Yeah. He's an interesting dude.
He
I
is
can't.
a very
I
interesting
don't know
dude.
what to make of it.
Yeah.
He's still got fat guy legs.
Yeah. Also, when someone speaks that much in hyperbole,
You never know what to believe.
yeah, I don't know where you're at. I can't tell where you're at.
He might be deadlifting like a 92 Volkswagen Golf. Or
Maybe.
that could just be one of his song lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. Swimming in the money like I'm Greg Louganis. Isn't that
Yeah.
something he says? Anyways, the point is, I love a good. It doesn't have to be a parking lot carnival, but that is the one that I'm thinking of in my head for sure.
That's the vibe, yeah.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
I love a good cheap ass carnival.
Yep. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to go to one in your honor this summer.
You're gonna love it.
Michael Malloy, your third pick.
Alrighty. We didn't get one last year, and had planned to go the year before, but didn't end up making it. Summer League.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun. Are you going this year?
I think so. It's
Oh.
August 8th to 15th, and I want to go, and I want to enjoy myself.
Where you will see Detroit Pistons rookie Cade Cunningham. We just found out the lottery just happened.
Shouts to our buddy Shocker. He's got
Yeah.
something to live for now.
Shouts to Shocker, shocks to Shouter, dude.
Shocks
When
to
were they
Shouter,
saying the
bro.
last time Detroit got a first pick?
49 years.
Yeah, it's been something crazy like that.
Is like Dave Bing, I want to say, or no, I think that was, I don't even think Dave Bing was.
That's back when they let those guys play basketball.
Mm-hmm. Guy's named Dave.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna
First?
Well, Dave Bing seems really good.
Well, there's no one named. There's no Montrell in this draft.
There's a Dave.
There's a Dave. Dave.
Bob Lanier was the last one.
Bob
Yeah.
Lanier.
Even worse.
I feel like Bob Lanier was like, well, I was injured selling dryers, so I had to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
It's either join the NBA or be a 36-year veteran senator from the state of Massachusetts. What the fuck? Bob Lanier and Dave Bing.
Yeah, I was wrong. Dave Bing was the second overall pick.
Oh, okay.
How did you know that?
It's not like he was the mayor of Detroit. It's not like he didn't go on to
Dave
do
Bing?
stuff.
Dave
Yeah.
Bing?
I don't know what the. You
I
okay?
didn't know that.
But we're crazy for knowing about cocaine and reggae music.
Yeah, you're out
Sorta.
here talking about Dave Bing, who I'm pretty sure will get you a great deal on a Sealy or a Serta.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you're feeling. It's not Dave's mattress, it's your mattress. He's just gonna get you in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Dave Bing, dude.
Detroit mayors is what you know about. You fucking
I listened to it like I probably know more about Detroit mayors than many other mayors, but I've listened to like a bunch of podcasts about Detroit as far because like that Kwame Kilpatrick guy was like a giant crook.
Is that what you're doing in there?
No, I mean this is like back when I was driving a lot. Like Kwame Kilpatrick and the guy that was the chief in Beverly Hills Cop was like an actual.
I know that he was a real cop.
Judge Reinhold?
No, dude.
No,
Dave Bang?
no,
Bob Lemire?
something Gill.
Jerry
Yeah.
West.
He,
Kendall Gill.
No,
Was it Kendall
no,
Gill?
It was Gil Hill was the guy's name. Now,
Oh,
that's-
Gil Hill?
Yeah,
Gil Hill?
yeah, and he played Eddie Murphy's boss in Beverly Hills Cop.
Gil Hill
Yeah.
sounds like Goofy laughing.
yeah.
Gil Hill?
Gil Hill? Gil Hill?
Gil Hill? Gil Hill? Yeti Summer League. That's going to be fun. I've been to Summer League with recently on the podcast Nick Nanpay, and we got blackout drunk in Izakaya place with I think Talk Hoops was there.
Yeah, I imagine he'll be down there.
Yeah,
None of that was hard to sell me on. None of it.
all of that, but pretty believable story.
Yeah, Sean, bring the baby.
Sean, bring the baby. Bring your next pick right after.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Right after. Mike runs to the bathroom real quick, and we take a short break.
It is summer. It is camping season. It is getting busy season. That is what's going on. And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Blue Chew is going to help you with your confidence, fellas. Confidence can take you far in life, of course. And if there's something, hindering your confidence in the bedroom, let's say, try to fix it. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night. So you can plan ahead. You can be ready whenever the opportunity arises. It's a very, very simple process. Just sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part is it's all done online. No visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations. Not that this should be awkward. None of this should be awkward. Listening to this should not be awkward. Wanting to take charge and help yourself in the bedroom should not be awkward. Lose the stigma. If it's bothering you, if it's an issue, then try to take care of it. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code ALLFANTASY at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. So again, that's bluechew.com, promo code ALLFANTASY to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Ladies, Blue Chew is exclusively for men, but the end result is something you'll both enjoy. So get your man to sign up.
Cutty Sark's way bucker than I don't think I ever had it for real before I met you, and then we would get it at the Roost, and I'm like, it always tasted gnarly to me.
We should just come back on Sean talking about Cuddy Sark.
yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
good enough.
People should know what we're talking about during the break, and it's
Sure.
Cuddy Sark.
Yeah, it is.
That was one of the worst bits I ever put out
Oh,
into the
man.
world.
People brought you
Yeah.
Cuddy Sark paraphernalia.
Yeah, and it was like,
It's
no,
so hard
hey,
because you're like, man, I'd like a nice bottle of Johnny Black or something. That doesn't have to. It's Cutty Sark by necessity.
yeah. At this point in my life, I don't really want a bottle of whiskey.
That's why
No.
our new bit is Audemars Peugeot watches.
Yeah, yeah. Buy me one of those. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Could I not say the name? Who knows?
All right. Am I on number 3 here?
Sean, it's time for your third pick.
I want to go to a Blockbuster.
Oh,
movie.
bro.
Damn, that was on mine too.
I haven't, and I want to go see Fast and the Furious. I'm probably going to rent
you mean
it.
like to a blockbuster movie? I thought you meant like to a brick and mortar. I was just
No.
like, there's one nearby you.
Sean wants to rent some videos.
I was like, what?
Mom, can I get a game?
Let me. You said though.
I used to fucking love getting a game, though, man. When
Yeah.
you get a game,
Well, that was where I'd be like, Mom, I can either watch this movie for 2 hours or I can play this game for days and
72 hours.
sitting in front of the game
It's
straight.
Friday after school. You won't see me until King of the Hill comes on Sunday night.
Yeah, man, I want to go to a Blockbuster. I want it to be Fast and the Furious, but I'm probably going to end up renting that. But I'm going to go to a movie soon.
Well, that comes out Friday, right?
Go
Yeah.
see it. What are you
I
waiting
want
for?
to. Well, the doctors they keep saying to act like Maxine doesn't have any antibodies or anything. They keep telling us to act like she could get it. even though we're vaxxed. And they're like, chances are low, but do you want to? They get in your kitchen because they're like, do you want it to be because if you went to the movies? And I'm like, well, no, of course I don't.
No, I don't want my daughter to get COVID because I went to the movies.
So it's like,
Why would I want that?
I feel like they have to ask you that before they can let you leave with her.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I just want to go to a blockbuster, not a movie. I don't want to go see like Garden State. I want to go see a blockbuster. I want to go
you want to see Men in Black 3.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see something that probably wouldn't be good at home.
Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World.
Dog, can I tell you something crazy
love
about that movie?
Yeah.
I saw it before it was finished.
What?
I went to the movies at Arapahoe Crossings. I went to the Chinese Man Theater, and we were coming out, me and Sam T, and this guy was like, hey, do you guys want to see a movie before it like hits the streets or whatever? And we were like, fuck yeah. So then we had to come back like a week later, and we did like a test screening of that movie. And like it, like in certain parts, it was still green screened, like it wasn't finished.
Whoa.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Like they had to add the effects and stuff.
Yeah, then we had to like take a survey afterwards. It was crazy.
You fell asleep during John Wick 2 also.
I fall asleep during most movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
To be
been like
honest.
some action-packed shit
Just
on
like
it, David.
there's so much gun noise. How are you asleep?
What time did we see John Wick 2?
In the afternoon?
Comfortable seats.
If there had been less gun noise, I bet you wouldn't have fallen asleep, but it all bleeds into each other, and then it sounds like it's like a desk fan.
Yeah. It turns into white noise.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, was another gangbuster tweet that I had, was having a kid means that your whole house needs to sound like a wind tunnel all the time. Going to a blockbuster. I just want to go to a movie, spend a shitload of money on candy and popcorn and soda, and then just sit there and veg out, bro. Just want to veg.
Sorry, Dave, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I miss being younger when it was like really, where I was like, dog, I cannot wait to see Bad Boys 2.
Yes.
5 hours in line for The Dark Knight. I mean, like, for real. 5 hours in line, just sitting there. One of the only times I've ever asked people to move so I could get my whole crew in seats together was at one of the probably 15 times I went to The Dark Knight in the theater. Like, it was straight up.
You know what I like thinking about?
Huh?
Is like when you're at a Blockbuster and you go to get a popcorn. And the person working at the concession desk, they turn around to go get popcorn. And when they turn back around, it's the Joker.
You want to know how I got these scars? There's too much butter in my popcorn.
Wouldn't that be twisted?
That would be twisted.
Dude, that'd be too twisted, bro.
You know, because they're just normal. And let me get a large popcorn. And they turn around and they're getting it.
You turn back around. Purple suit, the whole nine.
You think it's a normal night at the movies. And then turn around, it's the fucking Joker.
Purple suit, cane, the whole thing.
Here's your popcorn.
Oh, that voice makes me feel like, damn.
Dog, there's like a Joker mural painted like a couple blocks over from me at this like auto body shop, and they got every Joker on the wall.
Oh no, that's too much Joker.
And because
It's
you
too
live in
much.
North Hollywood, it's every Joker and Kobe.
Yeah.
It, honest to God, it might be. I think that the Kobe wall is next to the
Every
Joker
Joker
wall.
in Lakers gear.
Dog, they got old ass Joker, they got Jack Nicholson Joker, they got
Baby
fucking,
Joker
they
from the
even
Friday
got, what's
movies.
his name, Joker with
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
fucking
say, do they have
tattoo
Joker
across